Plaintiff Frank Ferris is suing his son for an impound fee, rent, and school supplies. Frank says the defendant has been charged with possession of a controlled substance and disorderly conduct. And Frank's fed up with his son's behavior after the defendant broke into his home. Defendant Matthew Ferris admits to using drugs in the past, but he claims the plaintiff has not been honest. Matthew says he recently found out he has a brother that his father wanted nothing to do with and never told Matthew about.
Remain standing. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding.
Hello, Doug.
Hello, Judge. Please be seated.
Okay, the plaintiff is suing his son for an impound fee, rent, and school supplies. Frank, state your case.
My son is doing damage to both my wife and me in our marriage. He has caused us financial difficulty.
How old are you?
I'm 21, Your Honor.
21? Okay.
As far as what he's doing drugs, and he's doing damage to himself.
Doing drugs?
No, Your Honor, I am not.
Have you ever?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been arrested for doing drugs?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have proof. I have documents where he was just recently arrested for possession of drugs. I have a document stating he was arrested.
I had possession of the drugs. I was not using them.
What were you going to do? Sell them? You want me to believe you're a drug dealer instead of a user? You think that's better for you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me about your record, Matthew.
Well, Your Honor, it doesn't surprise me that I'm here.
Why?
Me and him have never really gotten along that well.
Why?
Little things about me, myself, that
Where's
he
your
doesn't
mother in
approve
all
of.
this? Is your mother here today?
The
she's
wife
not.
wishes not to be here because it is the two of us. She asked not to be here because it is a family matter.
She wishes.
Your Honor, if you look, he states he has on his wrist that he's a gigolo and gigolo family.
It is not gigolo, Your Honor.
What does it say? You have tattoos?
It says juggalo family.
Which is the same thing.
No, it is not.
What does it mean?
It is a person that listens to the Insane Clown Posse, which is a rap group. Juggalo family, basically, it's just a group of people that are misfits and misunderstood sticking together as a family because nobody else will understand
Are you a misfit and misunderstood?
I believe that I am, yes, Your Honor.
Why are you a misfit? You look pretty normal to me.
That's how I've been looked at half my life.
How does your mother treat you?
She treats me well.
Very interesting case. All right. Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I have plenty of documents, photos where he's actually on myspace.com with drugs, a bomb that says My Cherry Bomb, a plate with drugs right on it, a joint.
Oh, come on, Matthew.
And I have plenty photos here. Here's some more, sir.
Picture of the pot is not of mine. That came off of YouTube.
It's on your space.
All of those pictures from that folder came from YouTube.
Judge.
All right, so where's the picture of the drugs?
It's the one, it's got the plate. It's the Hatchet Man
This
with
one?
the joint right on it.
All right, this is marijuana here?
Yes, they have actually, this is what I've been told through the court system too.
That's, like I said, Your Honor, that is not mine. I found that
I don't
on
care.
YouTube.
You put it on your MySpace page. The impression is that you want people to think you're either smoking pot and you got a bunch of it, or, you've got some to sell. I mean, I don't know.
No, Your Honor, it was just simply the fact of it being a picture of the Hatchet Man.
I don't know what that is, but Juggalo family. Okay, and here's a bong? What's this?
That is my bong that I have, yes.
That is your bong, with which you smoke weed. What? Do you think I'm stupid?
No, Your Honor.
It's not my weed, but that's my bong. A lot of editorializing here. Chopping a car trunk up. What's that about?
Because we were having a hard time. It had been a long day, and we took the trunk out and beat it up.
Your Honor, if I may interrupt,
Yes,
please.
go ahead, Dale.
There is a video and pictures, the video there. If they can play it, they'll show the video of him doing a firebomb in the apartment. We are paying for the
What
wife
is this?
and I.
That is just a little bit of lighter fluid sitting on top of a can.
That is 2 cans of lighter fluid, as it shows in one of his pictures. He's got stated 2 cans of lighter fluid.
Is this in the apartment?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's one more.
Your Honor, they're also, the other gentleman that was with him, he said that was doing the firebomb back on Memorial Day. I apologize. My brother's wife had passed away here last week. She was in She was in the hospital on a ventilator. Matthew knew this, and yet he called to verify it, broke into our house through the garage window, and yet stated after we got back, I broke into your house to get a dog chain. I have a police report that I filed with the sheriff's department also. My wife asked me that I would not place charges, although I did place charges, and I dropped.
For what? Burglary? Breaking
and entering. He can't take care of himself. That's why we were paying the rent, paying his electrical bills.
Why are you paying all these bills?
Because the wife co-signed on the apartment, co-signed on a lease for school, which he got kicked out of school because he got 3 Fs.
Possession of a controlled substance, fraud,
The fraud, Your Honor,
disorderly
would have been dropped.
conduct. Let me read this. Disorderly conduct. And then I've got possession of drug paraphernalia, driving with a suspended license. What's wrong with you? What is so horrible about this man? What has he done to you?
Well, Your Honor, he hides things from me.
Like what?
He has failed to inform me that I had a brother, and at this time, I would like to bring him up as a character witness.
That has nothing to do with this
You
case.
have a brother that you didn't know about?
That I didn't find out about until a week ago.
Is that you? Who are you?
He has a half-brother.
Boo.
Hey, you ain't scaring me.
You want to sue him for $3,000? You owe me 27 years.
I paid
You owe me
all the
27
child support.
years.
If you check with your mother, she did not want me in your life because she wanted you to grow up with your dad.
You chose it that way.
Your mother did.
What is your name, sir? Turn around.
Hi, Judge. I am Sean Watson. I am Matthew's older brother.
Which you've only known him for a week and a
Swear
half,
to tell
sir.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so
Yes,
help you
ma'am.
God? How did you find out that Matthew was your brother?
My wife was talking to a list of Ferrises on the internet, and he answered back saying, yes, I know Frank Lester Ferris.
And he's Frank Lester Ferris? Have you met him before?
I met him when I was 13.
Under what circumstances?
I had asked to meet with him so I could make my own judgment call on him.
Well, who told you about him? Your mother?
My mother.
Did you
and
have a
Lord.
father at home at the time?
I had a stepfather, and which I do refer to as my father
So
since
you
he
were
was not there.
raised by your mother's husband?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how could your father be there if your mother's married to another man?
All he's got to do is ask for visits, right, ma'am?
Did you know that your mother's husband was not your father?
Yes, I did.
Were you paying child support, Frank?
I paid all child support, all back child support's completely done.
Why didn't you include him in your life?
I left him out because his mother asked me because she was married and she wanted to leave him out. I did not tell Matthew to protect Matthew for that reason because he is my son at that time. My wife knew of this. My daughter knew of this.
Okay. All right. So, tell me about the one time you met him. What happened?
We sat down, had a couple sodas, and started talking. I asked him if he liked certain things I liked. Did he like to draw? Various other things like that. And somewhere in the middle, I do believe it was stated that he didn't want anything to do with me. And
He said that in front of you?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
Did you say
I
that?
did not, Your Honor. I'll take a lie detector to prove I did not do that.
How'd you feel?
I was devastated, ma'am. To tell you the truth.
So what'd you do after that?
I went on with my life. I had a couple run-ins with the law myself.
Interesting.
And then after I had my run-ins, I decided I was going to go into the military. And then I had went and started to work at a jail in Indianapolis.
And what do you do, Frank?
I work part-time as a security officer and a volunteer firefighter and an EMT.
Okay. Can you help your brother get his life together?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
How are you going to do that?
I have already informed him if he is going to stay with me, he will have a job, and there is no drugs in my house.
You have an angel who came out of nowhere to help you out. And I think he's going to be able to get through to you. I do. And you know what? It's the people who've been through it who I think are the people who can send the best message. You should be ashamed of yourself. Stop with this getting arrested. You got a decent family. You're growing up in America. You got an education. You know what? Stop wasting your time beating the hood with an axe or a hammer or whatever it is and do something worthwhile. get a job. You're a good-looking kid. And you know what? Someday you'll be a father and you'll realize it ain't easy. And
Your
a
Honor, I
father's
actually
got
have
a
a child
kid
on
in
the
another
way.
area from another family, and there are a lot more of them than you can even imagine. So, Sean, I'm saying this to you as well. You walked up here a little too angry. Get rid of it, okay? Now, what are you suing for, Frank?
Your Honor, I have a few other things. I have where Matthew left a vehicle in impound for 51 days before he approached my wife and I.
My mother actually knew about it from day one because I was working with her at TIS where she works.
What'd you do with your money? Go buy drugs?
I had to save it up, Your Honor.
For what?
I had to
You're
save.
not going to college. They're paying for the rent. You're buying drugs. You're smashing things around. Get a real job in addition to that job and start paying off. What else?
Rent of $2,800 some
Why
odd
does
dollars.
he owe you money for rent?
Because it came out of our account, the wife and my account.
Who's the co-signer on the lease?
My
wife.
mother, Your Honor.
So the wife has to sue, not you. You don't have standing to sue.
Even
Forget
though it was
that.
our account?
Huh?
Even though it came out of our account? and
Doesn't
it's-
matter.
Okay.
What about the school supplies?
School supplies, that's going to be on the wife because she co-signed on that.
Did you hear that?
Yes, Your Honor.
He admitted that. He could have fought with me on that, and he didn't. He's trying to be fair. Anything you want to say to your sons, Frank?
I apologize what had happened to both of you. All I can do is say, I didn't do this to you on purpose. I've tried to help you, Matthew. Sean, it was your mother's choice, not mine.
All right, the case is for a breach of contract. It's an impound fee. The plaintiff paid the impound fee of $1,120. The plaintiff gets that money. The defendant has not paid it. So the verdict is for $1,120 on behalf of the plaintiff. Most important, I think that you two try to get your life in order. It's too short to be stressed out like this.
Thank
Good
you,
luck to
Your Honor.
you.
Thank you. I apologize to Sean for about it. You can stand there and shake your head. I apologize. I tried to tell you the truth that your mother did not want me in your life because you had a dad you grew up with.
That's why you
can
threw
accept
$600 down
You can
on her
accept this.
bed and said,
I
get an abortion.
I will take a polygraph on that because why would I throw money down on the bed when she is laying in bed pregnant?